Now, last but not least, I'd like to call upon our closing student for this segment, Yoni Monat, who is his dedication and his sincerity and his warmth is an inspiration to all the other students. And I'd like to take this opportunity also to welcome his mother, Janice, who came all the way from Sharon, Massachusetts. She's been here together with her husband before. It's so special when parents take a special interest and they are rooting for their children's development. And I'd like to also welcome Yoni's brother Ben, who came together with him to be here tonight. Yoni Monat.
Benny Berlin just said that Ohr Somayach is about Ahavas Yisrael. This is why it's true. I was in the dorms a short while ago preparing my amazing delivery for all of the assembled masses today. And I got this note left on my paper. It reads, Yoni, you've done amazing because you're being you. Keep being you. Your friend, Shraga Feivel Surratt. This amazing energy that we're feeling tonight, which although there's more white around than on a normal day, but the same energy of spirit and growth is here every single day. And that's only due to the unbelievable caring, interested qualities of the Rebbeim at the yeshiva, due to the fact that all the Bachrim here have tried to motivate themselves so much in their service of their Creator and support and uplift one another, and thanks to all of your financial support to be able to bring down Hashem's bracha into this amazing yeshiva. Thank you so much. One of the linchpins of our Masorah is that Hashem revealed himself in front of 3 million Jews at Har Sinai. And this message has been passed down from generation to generation, father and mother to son and daughter, that to uphold the Torah and to cherish the teachings that Hashem has given us. My parents were not brought up in the Masorah, and even though for much of my teenagehood I was far out at sea in the American Sea of Indifference, but Baruch Hashem, I have now been able to be in the setting, to be yeshiva, that I can take a greater ownership of my Jewish identity here today. And Ohr Somayach has provided me the opportunity not just to have some initial thoughts, this is a good thing to do, I should probably, this is the truth, but to actually be able to imbibe it here, being in yeshiva, being in shir every single day, and Ohr Somayach has given me that opportunity to really flourish as a person. It wasn't always like this in my family. My great-grandmother, Baba Anna, came over in 1908 when she was 12 years old. And as my grandma Ruth put it, a shidduch was made for her with a fellow from a family who had come over in 1882 and had delved themselves right into the American lifestyle of living and dropped most of all Jewish practice. So my great-grandma, my Baba Anna, got married hoping that all would go well. And despite the religious indifference or apathy of her husband, my Zaidi, my Baba Anna really tried as much as she could to try to stay true with the teachings, the timeless teachings that she was brought up with, that she knew to be true. My grandma Ruth recalls that when she was young, that they would go to the alive chicken shop, and she would say, "That one for the knife," and that on Shabbos she would light candles, and she would neither ride nor write on Shabbos. I'm sure it was very difficult for my Baba Anna, when it was in the Depression. I can picture in my mind that my Zaidi's family was saying, "Come on, what are you doing purchasing this more expensive meat just because it's slaughtered? Things have changed. What are you doing? Get off of the shenanigans." And I'm sure it was very difficult for my great-grandmother to avoid going on a family trip on a Saturday to the symphony or to the theater. And I'm sure it was very difficult for her to see that the mitzvahs she was so dear to were not nearly as important to her husband and to her children as much as the live and let live American lifestyle. So I could see that my great-grandma Anna would think that she was unsuccessful, that all of her tefillos that she cried were, more or less fell by the wayside, and that her progeny failed to uphold the teachings of the Torah that she held to be so dear. But I think I have an inkling that my Baba Anna, even though I never met her, that she in some way paved the road for me to be able to engage in my spiritual growth to where Hashem has led me to these circumstances here at Ohr Somayach. And my thought of her as a lone ranger in her home, sticking true to what she knew was correct even when everyone else around her thought that she was ludicrous, helps motivate me when I'm in the spiritual chocolate factory of our yeshiva to try to continue onward and upwards in my path towards Hashem. And really, in a way, my Baba Anna is my spiritual link to Har Sinai. Coming to yeshiva, I was very, very excited to learn. Being able to have the opportunity to learn for a full day in this setting with all guns blazing. I'd been here for 2 weeks in the winter for my over my college break when I was in college for a year, and I was very excited for that aspect. The davening, not so much. Growing up, we usually went to synagogue once a week around 11:15 Saturday morning, around the rabbi's sermon before Musaf, and I didn't feel so strongly in particular about davening. So now, in becoming a yeshiva bacher for 3 times a day for the rest of my life. So one night at dinner, I was airing a complaint about davening. It's too boring, it's too long, I have to do this every day. I wasn't really seeking a solution so much as airing my grievances. But one bacher in particular, Yisrael Levinson, really took to heart what I was saying, felt compassion for me in some way, and sat with me for the next half an hour brainstorming actual practical solutions for me to try to gain a closer connection with Hashem in my davening. And slowly but surely over the course of months, sometimes I came up for chakras, many times I didn't, but on the whole, I tried to improve my attendance and my kavanah, and I can now say that davening is a very integral part of my day. I can't wait when the alarm clock rings for chakras. Maybe someday. And I hope that this flame that I've had here at Ohr Somayach, that I'll be able to kindle that and try to continue to strengthen myself for the remainder of my time at yeshiva, and to be able to kind of keep the memories of the inspiration and the geschmack of the learning and the davening going even in my adult life. My growth as a person is a huge testament to what my father, my mother, my brother have implanted in me with such sincere guidance and their unyielding support of my decisions and actions over the years. And although my father was not able to make it tonight, it warms my heart so much that my mother and my brother were able to come here tonight. Hi, Mom! May Hashem spare us from the spiritual challenges that threatened our family line that my Baba Anna faced. May Hashem give us the geschmack of the learning and the davening, serving Hashem with a complete heart. And may Hashem bring us all to Yerushalayim with the coming of Mashiach Tzidkenu and the building of the third Beis HaMikdash b'mheira v'yameinu. Amen.